Welcome to Police Strategy TV. Today I have with me Simon Parr, who is the Chief Constable of Cambridgeshire Constabulary. Welcome, Simon.
Good morning.
Now, Cambridgeshire is working with a private sector provider on a Project Athena initiative. Could you tell me a bit about that, please, and the benefits that it's going to be bringing, both for the police force, but also, more importantly, perhaps for the community?
Okay, well, there are a number of benefits. Project Athena is about joining up information and getting more intelligent about the way we deal with a number of things in the crime arena. And what it will be when it's delivered and it starts rolling out to forces over the next couple of months, firstly in Essex, which is one of the founder forces alongside us and 5 or 6 others, is a single hosted system where information is held once but has multiple uses. By which I mean you could put Simon Parr in to the system and it would come back and tell you what the intelligence is about me, whether I've been a victim of crime, whether I've been an offender, whether I've been a witness, if I've been in custody before, what my custody record was. It'll have a photo of me, and it will also provide all the case papers right through to the Crown Prosecution Service. So it puts all those 4 previously different and disparate systems in one place. The benefits are, going back to what I've said before, that it actually gives you all the information you need about that individual. It stops you rekeying data for the same offence, and it will stop you rekeying data about somebody who's already in there. So if we have my name, my date of birth and my address, and we say, yes, this is definitely the same person, with a sort of a touch of a mouse button, all of that information will automatically populate all the other forms that might be relevant. So as opposed to writing the offender's name out 7 times, you may never write it out again. You will just use the information you have already about who they are and where they live. The benefit to the public is that that information is retrievable, it's very easily searchable, and we don't have the existing problem of force boundaries, where one force will have its own information about me, another force might have completely different information, but at the moment we don't have systems to allow those 2 bits of information to be put together. Athena puts all that information in one place and allows whoever has sort of lawful access to it to get everything they know about the individual and make a really good decision about what to do with them.
So is this something that could eventually go national?
Yes, it could do. We've got, I say, 7 forces signed up in the original wave. There are about another 9 or 10 who are very, very interested. And it may well be that even more forces come online when they start to see the benefits, because it is also much cheaper not to have to host everything in every single force, to do it once rather than 4 times, and basically just rent IP addresses from the company that gives you access to all that information. There are big operational benefits as well. Personally, I don't think it's ever healthy that there's only ever one provider and one system. So I can always see the case for there being 2, perhaps 3 systems in an individual bit of the marketplace. But I would hope that if we do get to that stage, those systems can talk to each other and that we have a requirement to say, well, there are 2 providers, but don't separate the data. You may want to have a different sort of contractual arrangement with a different provider, but we need to be absolutely certain that if that information is in there somewhere, we can get it out, even if we've got it provided by a different company.
It sounds absolutely fantastic, and in terms of efficiencies and kind of joining up information, really what the police service needs. Why doesn't the Home Office grasp this and ensure that it is rolled out nationally? Surely it's the kind of thing that they should be taking responsibility for, rather than you having to kind of grow it from the ground up. Or is it better to grow from the ground up because of the ownership that would then develop rather than have something imposed?
I think you could quite reasonably make a point that if this is such a good idea, and I believe it is, that the Home Office should say, right, all of you need to do this. They have a view around localism, around local decision making and local investment, that I think occasionally causes them to a few problems where they know absolutely what they want, but they can't actually make it happen, and they're refusing to mandate pretty much anything to do with IT at the moment, but they want us to do it for ourselves. Over the long term, I suspect more and more police forces and incoming crime commissioners will look at this and say, why would I spend money on another procurement? Why would I spend money buying something that at worst would be no better than this? And at best couldn't be any better either. Why not just go out and buy something that exists and allows us to talk to other forces? So I think it will happen. I think it will roll across the country, and potentially up to 20, 25 forces will have it, and then we'll all be able to talk to each other, and then the public will be the safer for it.
Simon Parr, thank you very much indeed for your time.
You're welcome.